Hi everyone, this is a quick little video to show you a couple of ways that I use to prep rocks, both smoothing and priming. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to smooth rocks that may be a little bumpy. There may be some little divots or holes, as you can see in this rock, and we can smooth that out to make it a nice flat painting surface. I like to use this Drydex spackle. I got it at Walmart. It's pretty inexpensive, and the reason I like it is because it starts out kind of a light purple color when you apply it, and then when it's dry, it's white, so you know that it's completely dry. So I usually just start by applying it to my problem areas. If there's noticeable spots, little holes or cracks in the rock, I will fill those first. Sometimes I go over the whole surface of the rock if it's just kind of generally bumpy and I want to smooth it out. But I just use my fingers and smooth it out. Once that spackle is dry, you can take sandpaper or a sanding block like I have here and just sand off the excess spackle. If there's any lumps or bumps in it, you can sand it off and make it smooth. I usually do this part over a trash can just because it can get a little dusty. For a little extra smoothness and finishing, sometimes I use a nail buffer. You can get these in the beauty aisle, and this particular one has a different coarseness on each side of it, so you can really get down to a fine finish. So the last step that I do is I add a light coating of the Mod Podge on this after the spackle is dry. And the reason I do this is because I discovered when I painted just over the spackled area, and if I would go to write or draw with a paint pen, like a Posca pen or a Thule art pen, that the pen would sink in and kind of poke into the spackle because it's softer than the rock. So I started adding this coat of Mod Podge, and it makes it a nice, smooth, hard surface so that your paint pen won't go through. You can see here it's nice and smooth and it's ready to be painted on. The other thing I wanted to share with you is an art product called Liquid Gesso. And you can get this at any art store. I got this on Amazon. There's a link in the description. Here you can see that the consistency of it is just a little bit thicker than what I like my paint to be, but you just take this and you paint it on just like you would with the paint. Put it all over the rock, and then you let it dry for about 15 to 30 minutes. I usually put it in front of my little miniature fan, and that helps kind of dry it up. So what this does is it acts as a primer. You often see me using white paint as a base coat for lighter colors like yellow and orange that need to be nice and vibrant. This serves that purpose. What it also does is when it dries, it has kind of a rough surface. And so what that does is it creates a perfect adherence to your acrylic paint. So for example, this purple color that I'm putting on right here is usually pretty light, and I have to do sometimes 3 and 4 coats to get it nice and solid and vibrant. But you can see with just the one coat how it's nice and solid, and it adheres really well to the gesso. I hope this video gave you some helpful tips and tricks for preparing your rocks. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss others. See you next time.